There's some interesting things and some newer science that shows how the keto diet can have some very powerful effects on your gut health from an inflammatory standpoint and a regenerative standpoint. So today I'm going to give you a full breakdown on that. Welcome back, everybody, and if you're new here and you want to see more content that revolves around keto and intermittent fasting and all the different effects and things that they can do for you and some other miscellaneous health topics, please consider hitting the subscribe button and the little bell icon so that you don't miss any new videos that I put out. But let's dive into the keto diet and your gut health. So doing the keto diet is already going to eliminate a lot of bulk and roughage from what you're usually eating, which is probably going to be good for your gut anyways. But now what we're starting to see is things that are happening at the cellular level. The keto diet is actually doing things that can help the gut heal and restore itself. There's a lot of evidence revolving around the keto diet and the suppression of the NLRP inflammasome. NL what? What? The NLRP inflammasome. Now what this is a bunch of proteins that go around and trigger inflammation in your body. These are kind of like soldiers of your immune system. What these do is they go around your body and decide what areas need inflammation, what areas don't, and this is going to be dependent on any damage or illness that might be going on in your body. Obviously, you want this to some degree, but if it's elevated and it's not supposed to be, you're going to end up with high levels of inflammation. They're going to end up making you really sick. In your intestines, you have enterocytes and endothelial cells. These are what absorb things from your food that go into your bloodstream. If there's a lot of inflammation in your gut, these start to get kind of like cracks in between them because they become so swollen. This allows for nutrients that aren't fully digested to be able to get into your bloodstream. This is called leaky gut. When larger food particles get into your bloodstream, they're going to cause a big inflammatory response. Your body doesn't recognize these bigger food particles and undigested proteins, so it sees them as foreign invaders. So in turn, your body is going to launch a full-on assault on these, and you're going to get inflamed, sick, and you're just going to feel like garbage. And also, in my personal opinion, this is where I think autoimmune diseases start from. So this is why being in ketosis and having ketones elevated in the body are going to help suppress that NLRP inflammasome to a pretty good degree and lessen the potential for inflammation in the intestines. Now, there was an interesting study done in the journal Cell in August of 2019. I'll have that linked in the description if you'd like to read it yourself. But what it found was amazing stuff because it showed that ketones actually increase the rate of intestinal stem cell production. What they did was take a look at mice that were devoid of ketones. They had a certain rate of stem cell production. Then when they introduced ketones back into the mice, the stem cell production nearly doubled compared to what it was without ketones. This means that ketones are legitimately required to make new intestinal stem cells. Imagine something with me real quick. Let's say you have been eating crappy and sugary foods for a long time and your gut is just absolutely wrecked. So you start eating healthy, but it's not really making a big difference because it takes a long time for the body to go through its natural repair processes, and you have to wait through the normal time it takes for new intestinal stem cells to be made and get your gut lining fixed. It can be a real drag and kills your motivation because you're making healthy moves, but it's taken a long time to get everything fixed. Well, it turns out that going on a keto diet and getting your ketone levels elevated is going to double your stem cell production rate, which means you could possibly heal your gut twice as fast by doing this. Another thing you have to know is that all the fats that you consume on a keto diet are going to be high in short-chain fatty acids, like butyric acid, which help feed the cells in the gut lining. Normally with regular foods, you have to break down these foods to get these short-chain fatty acids out of them. But like I said, on a keto diet, the fats that you're consuming are going to have a lot of short-chain fatty acids already available in them. So we have 3 angles of amazing effects that the keto diet is going to have on gut health. And not to mention all the other benefits that you get by doing a keto diet. The mental clarity, the higher energy levels, and a bunch of other stuff. The point is, the keto diet might be the best way to go to restore your gut health by getting those elevated ketone levels in your body. And the way to measure to see if you have those elevated ketone levels and you're doing it right, well, that's by measuring. This is where a good ketone measuring meter comes in. Without one, it's all guesswork. With that being said, I'm going to put a link in the description to a ketone measuring meter that is affordable and very good quality that I would recommend to anybody that wants to measure their ketones to make sure they're getting those good high levels of ketones. So definitely check that out, because when you first start doing this, it's going to be all up to chance for a good long while whether or not you're eating correctly to get these ketone levels elevated in your body and get these great gut restorative effects. Keep it keto, keep it healthy, and I will see you guys in the next video.